Quite a number of years ago, I took an interim job as a construction grunt. The guy that came in to just clean up all the garbage on site, I wasn't a contractor, so I was there to just assist the contractor with all his skill and his knowledge. And I had the dubious distinction of being the garbage man on site and also the demolition expert. And if you know anything about construction, you don't need a lot of education to destroy things. It's great. But I was waiting for my next quote-unquote real job, the one that I had gone to college and gotten a degree for. But it was in this interim time I needed to just do something to get by. Well, one day I was also given a job in the basement of a home that had old linoleum glued down onto a concrete floor. I was given a nail-pulling bar to get down on my knees and just start scraping this linoleum off. And at the outset, I was very hopeful that I would get whole swaths of this linoleum coming up and that I could rip big sections of it out. And that was not to be the case. One tiny piece after another came up. That was stuck so hard to that floor. 1 hour turned into 2, 2 hours turned into 4, 4 hours turned into 8. And it was painstaking work on my hands and knees. And I couldn't wait for that day to be over. You know, Jesus, when he was preparing to leave this earth, he was warning his disciples and he was telling them, in a little while, you're not going to see me anymore, but in a little while after that, then you'll see me again. And he went on to tell his disciples, he said, I tell you the truth, you'll weep and mourn while the world rejoices. You'll grieve, but your grief will turn to joy. And then he gave the illustration of a woman going into labor pains to have a baby and how tough it is during those many hours leading up to the birth. But then it says when her baby is born, she forgets the anguish because of her joy that a child has been born into the world. So he says with you, right now is going to be your time of grief. It's going to be tough. But I'll see you again and you're going to rejoice. And no one will be able to take your joy away. And he went on to say, I've told you these things so that in me, in Jesus, you might have peace. In this world, he said to his disciples, his followers, you're going to have trouble. But rejoice, because I have overcome the world. When you know the Lord, just remember that right now in this thing we call life, things can be tough, they can be difficult. And just like I was looking forward to that day when I'd have another job, and I was on my hands and knees, bent over and just painstakingly going through the motions to get that job done. Sometimes that's what life feels like. We're just getting through, and the pressures and the worries and the stresses of the world just weigh us down and bend us over. Jesus said, though, that even though it's tough now, during the little while, we'll ultimately see our grief and our suffering turn to joy, a joy that no one can take away. We're going to see Jesus again, and on that day our burdens will be lifted. So can I just say today, just know that you're living in the little while, living in this life with all of its difficulties, and like Jesus said, its troubles, is like a woman being in labor and in pain. It's tough. No one said it would be easy. But just remember that there is an end. It will come to an end. There will be another day when all of that will be removed and we'll have incredible peace and joy. Hang in there. God bless you.
Thank you for watching Soul Steps today. We appreciate it. Please remember to visit our website at soulsteps.org. There you'll find opportunities to ask for prayer. There's a list of volunteer needs that we have so you can help us grow and develop our team and this work. And it'll show you opportunities for giving financially as you're able. We appreciate your support in every way. And remember that soul steps are important today because God cares about who you are and how you live. God bless you.